Thank you.
Recording in progress. I'm not sure again why that now makes that noise, but here we are.
Well, it does. Well, good morning, everyone. This is a show about nothing. My name is Marisel, and I'm drinking my coffee and my queen as I am.
And a little bit about everything. I'm Elizabeth Colon, but I don't have cafe today. I have water in my 32-ounce cup that says seriously.
Seriously?
So a friend gave me this for my birthday. Her name is Gina. And then when she gave it to me, I'm like, seriously? And I was like, what's this? And she's like, that's what you always say. And I go, no, I don't. I'm like, seriously? Like literally. And then I said, and so I guess I say seriously very often when I have a conversation. So I thought that was the coolest birthday gift. But I'm drinking water because I got an early start today. I was up at 4:30 and I went for a walk at 6. And OMG, if the allergies out there did not kick my butt. And I've known that for days. And I think either my allergies are getting worse every year or the season is just like really bad. But even walking, like my morning, I got slapped by so many bugs. I think I inhaled some of them. I think some of them went up my nose. Wow. And now I'm onto water because I drank 2 cups of coffee.
Well, if I would say that allergies are contagious, I think que me lo pegaste. But my nose is not, it's just like all this sinuses just right here. I'm like, why?
So you have it dry, right? And I have it running.
Yeah. I'm like, what is this? I hate it. You know, it's like I stay home, but you want to stay home and, you know, being healthy, not because you're feeling like, you know, it's like, no, bedtime and that's it. Pero here I am staying home, looking all pretty, me echo perfume también.
Yeah, well, nana. My husband tells me, he's like, because I keep on reading the weather app and it says like the pollen is like high until June 10th. So I, like you, I try not to go outside because my nose it is really bad. Like I'm like I really want to snatch my nose off. And then yesterday was actually kind of the first day I went out, but by 4 this morning I had to get up and take allergy medicine again because my nose was like really bad. Not the draining, but the itchy, and then I couldn't. My throat was hurting. But yeah, I hear you. So I got dressed, and yes, this weekend I started cleaning out my jewelry box, my bathroom closet. Why do we have so much stuff? I was like, when I cleaned out my jewelry box and I saw all the jewelry that I had, I was like, don't you ever walk into a store and buy another piece of jewelry again.
That's not going to happen. But that's not going to happen. I have like 50 lipsticks and all kinds of shades. And maybe I probably have 2 of the same. But I go to the store and I'm like, oh, this one, I don't think I have this one. Yes, you do. Just go into, so what I'm doing is, I don't know, can you donate lipsticks? Because I believe you could just, you know, clean it with a napkin.
Oh.
They're rarely used. And it's like you said, we have so much stuff, but I still don't want to throw it.
You know, I don't know, because I know,
It's a good question if you could donate, you know, give away lipsticks.
I know people don't really share lipstick. And I think with this COVID thing, I think it might not fly, but you can try. But this girl here, she needs pink lipstick. So if you have pink, I'll take it.
I have pink, not many of the pink, but I have a like a coral. That's a pretty color. That would be a good color on you for the summer.
Okay, I'll tell you something, because I had all this red when I was cleaning. I was like, why do I have so much red? And I don't normally use a lot of red anyways. And then I'm a brown girl. Like I like my brown and my beige colors. So I have nothing for the summer. And I was like, God, I do got to buy. So it's not jewelry, but I was like, oh my Lord, I need some pink lipstick. So and this one is one of those matted ones that stay on, but shoot, this thing takes 2 days to come off.
Yeah, those are the good ones though.
It is.
So what did you do with your jewelry? Did you lay it out to use it, or are you planning on donating it?
So I dumped everything out and I went, I like to, how you have those little box in the jewelry boxes for like earrings. So I like to put them by silver, by gold, by certain styles. So I did all of that. I threw away some that were just kind of like, no more. And then I have a lot of really real jewelry that, I even forgot I had. And so anyways, I put them in little bags,
Okay.
and then I put them in my jewelry thing. And then I started looking at them and said, one of my two boys, they need to give me a granddaughter because I gotta pass on these jewelry. And if they don't, I'm gonna have to put it in my wall and give them to my nieces.
But you know what? You could there's a movie that I saw that her son was getting married and he wanted to use the ring. So she gave it to, but she didn't want to give it to her son because she didn't think the girl was right for him. So that's something to think about, It's like, okay, no.
Not my wedding band. No. No. If
That's
I had
how
a
she
daughter,
was.
I would. No, my kids can take this diamond, whatever, if that comes to that, and they can make something out of it, but it ain't going on no girl's fingers. I'm sorry.
You're worse than the mother. She did ended up giving it to him to give to the girl, but when he met the right girl. So that was kind of
I don't
a thing.
know. Unless they sign a prenuptial or something, that if they get divorced, everything goes back to my son. No. No, 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 no. But I have like a piece of jewelry that my sister actually brought me some 20 something years ago. I believe it was like Jamaica or Bahamas. And it was a silver bracelet with a really nice cut in it. And I took a picture and I sent it to her. And I said, I'm going to gift this back. I'm going to give this to your daughter. And so I'm going to, give it to her for graduation when she graduates, because it came from her mom and then she can use it and she can keep it. And it's like in perfect condition. It's like 20 something years old, but it's like no scratches, no nothing. And I'm like, I'm going to give this to your daughter.
The piece of jewelry that I have like since forever, and I wear it all the time, is this one.
Oh, yeah.
These are so old school with the old school.
Yeah.
Lock. My mom gave me this and I don't take it off.
But you don't take off your
no
Maleo Hulk thing either.
No, I don't. My mom said that if it falls off on its own, then don't put it back on. But I've had it. I'm gonna stay going on 4 years.
Wow. I think that's as long as I think since I've met you, you've had it on and you don't take it off.
No.
That is so cool. So there's this young lady that now, I think her name is Kika Jewelry, that she does all this Maleo stuff, really pretty. And I want to check her out. I follow her on Instagram, but I actually physically, I said I wasn't going to buy jewelry, so I'm going to stop.
I didn't catch it. I'm glad you count yourself.
I want to support small businesses, but I can't buy any more jewelry. No, but then in my closet, all this perfume, all these masks, like everything. I was like, I had like 8 little bottles of mousse. I must have been buying one every time I went traveling. So I made like a little section for travel so that I can just pull from there and take it. I was like, hallelujah. I'm like, talk about downsizing and not being able to downsize.
Yeah, it's like our good friend Jeanette, she's like, less is more. And I'm like, Sometimes I do follow it, like my bathroom, I just took out some stuff and then I'm like, it looks too plain. So I put more. And it looks like a lot more.
I'm just going to make more jewelry every day. So you have another bracelet on.
Yes, that is pretty.
Yeah. And every day I'm going to wear something different so I can feel like I'm wearing my jewelry. So what else? So we talked about our allergies. We talked about our jewelry.
I would love to share this production I went to go see at the Luis Belvis Center.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's storytelling with dancing. So there's 3 amazing women dancing while his name is Luis Tubens. And while he's reciting, like like some poetry. The girls are moving in sync with the way.
Mm,
Oh my God, I was so excited. It was my first,
nice.
outing and in a theater, which I live and breathe theater. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. So check them out. Raíces to Roots. It's amazing. You
that's
have to go see it.
nice.
You're gonna have to go see it. That was really cool. I recommended it, and I also gifted 2 tickets to one of my employees that he definitely deserves to go see a nice play because he's an outstanding employee. So there
Nice.
they go. Yeah.
That is so
So,
cool. Yeah, the
mhm,
arts, the world is opening, which is really, really nice. And then
mhm.
I just can't wait. I can't wait for us to to get out. Like even this morning, I was like, I got to reach out to this person and this person who wanted to connect for coffee virtually, but now I'm gonna be like, let's get together in
Mhm.
person.
Yes, that was another thing about that breakfast place. I'll probably go have some breakfast. Breakfast
Oh,
House on Grand.
the breakfast house. Yes.
Oh my God, that was so delicious. I had chilaquiles. So I'll probably try something else today.
Oh, I think I'm gonna detox today. So let's see what happened this weekend. Let me see what else happened. So I had a really interesting conversation this weekend.
Mm,
Someone reached out to me and said that they wanted to talk, and I said sure. And because I had a MRI this weekend, which I despise, those MRI machines. I think you wake up like I always forgot that I was there because I try to meditate and then I spook myself and then I get this little anxiety. Because you're in that machine. Thank God it was only 20 minutes. So I told this person, I said, "Oh, I'll call you on my way there." And she spoke like forever. And she was like nonstop and full of stuff. And at the end, I said to her, I said, I am like you overwhelmed me. But it was driving to the point of her father passed, and then she jumped right back into work, and she's
mm,
overwhelmed. But I don't believe she grieved the process of her father dying. And I said, you have to grieve the process, right? And I think we forget sometimes that we have to slow down, right, and just be still. And she didn't. She just wanted to make things happen and stuff like that. And then it got me thinking, like, we idolize Wonder Woman all the time. And I don't know if that's a good thing anymore because I never idolized, like I said, I'm a Wonder Woman. I love the Wonder Woman this and the Woman that. Because I feel like it puts us under the bucket that we have to be able to do everything right and we can't feel things. And I feel like this person couldn't feel things because she took care of her dad and then he passed and then she jumped back to work and she has these contracts and she has to deliver all these things. And I was like, no, let's be still. So I wonder how do people really think? Like, aren't we supposed to be still when we're grieving the loss of somebody we care about and taking a step back and saying, listen, I don't have to do this today. I can get back this at another day. It was a very interesting conversation for me.
No, and it's interesting too that you brought up like Wonder Woman. Um, I believe that like with the Wonder Woman and the power that she portrays to conquer everything. I mean, you could apply it to certain things, but your whole life is not like a Wonder Woman experience because I also had a conversation where I said, when people say it, I have it all, you could do it all.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't. You're gonna
Mm-mm.
lack on something. And I'm one of the living proof that, with business and, just in health and in general, overall, everything's going fine. But don't ask me on advice on relationships because mira, cutthroat, move to the next subject, but yeah, we have to slow down and just, take it as it is and make today great. And if that
Mm-hmm.
didn't accomplish today, well, then let's focus on tomorrow. But, step by step, every day by day, because no se puede, no se puede.
No,
Oh,
no, I just kind of, and then I have a family member who's been sick and she made a comment to me. She's like, I used to be Wonder Woman,
oh,
because she can't do everything like she used to. And and it goes back to kind of what we think, right? Like we feel
mhm,
like we have to be doing everything, like we have to do everything. And I was like, but you still are. I mean, like the
mhm,
fact that you're standing here today and you're
mhm,
showing up, you still are Wonder Woman. Doesn't mean that you're not Wonder Woman because you can't pull the weeds from your backyard or you can't,
mhm,
exercise anymore right now. So I think we need to, as women, we need to take a step back and allow ourselves to be something other than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And for all you people who love Wonder Woman, I get it. She was my idol too. But I just really think we push ourselves to the max because we feel like we have to be everything to everyone. And it's not the way it's supposed to be, right?
Correct. That most definitely. I learned how to say no. You know, that is hard. And then now to be everything is open up. It's like I take a step back and I'm going to give my energy on this, you know, like I'm going to go to the theater because I love the theaters for me, for them, you know, to show up for somebody that worked so hard to put a production together. Just amazing to go out and support. So I said, I'm going to bring my good vibes and go to this show. And now I'm like, oh my God, everybody needs to go see this show.
That's pretty
But
cool.
you know, that's what you do step by step, and you choose where you're going to put your Wonder Woman powers at.
Yeah, for sure. You know, so you can put our Wonder Woman power to accomplishing something that we're scared of doing or never tried. And I bring this up because we have a dear friend in common whose son has autism, and he wanted to go into the deep water, but they had to give him a swim test first. So AKA Legend, he swam the length of the pool, which was amazing, right? And he just inspired me to want to learn how to dive again, because I stopped diving out of an experience that I had when I lived in Puerto Rico, and my cousin ended up paralyzed from jumping off the rock. So I have never dived ever since. But seeing Legend, I'm like, gosh, if he did it at his own pace and his mama was cheering him on, I should be able to dive back into a pool. Because he won't catch me dive into a pool anymore. Nothing, no pool, no beach. You'll see me at the edge of the beach, and then I'll walk, and then I'll get in the water.
Well, that's the thing that we need, like, to idolize as Legend. You know, he has, you know, accomplished step by steps, and I seen how excited he was about. He goes, and I didn't stop. I went straight through.
No.
Yeah, and then they gave him the bracelet. He's like, now I could go in that area and in that area of the swimming pool area. So kudos to him.
Yes.
Legend, we love you.
When my son for the first time wanted to jump into the pool, the public pool, and it was 12 feet, I was a nerve wreck. I was like, oh, no. He's like, I could do it. And I was like, Lord, please help him. And I sat by that edge of the pool, freaked out. And he jumped in. He came back up, and he did his own thing. And I was like, oh, these kids, they're right. They have this resilience and no fear of just doing things. And I used to always feel like, so one thing my kids are gonna learn, and that's swimming. So they always were in swimming classes since they were little kids. And my big guy loved it so much, as that's what he did for sports all through high school. He was on the swimming team. Wow. And the other one, I mean, he just loves the water, but he doesn't do any of that. But I was like, I don't want my kids ever drowning. Not that it matters, because I've heard of experienced swimmers, unfortunately, drowning too. But I was like, eso no quiero que me pase a mí and my kids.
It's always good. It's always good to know how to swim and enjoy the water, because the water también, like in not only in la piscina, but in the beaches and stuff like that. That is like a whole body of water that could just swallow you whole, you know. You have no shame, but once you're in there, I love it. Cuando le dan the waves and stuff like that. But yeah, you need to at least know how to float.
Right.
Because it could be real dangerous. So
float or be able to sit
there, take some lessons.
No, we either need to know how to float or float in our little unicorn. Our unicorn blow up.
Definitely on our unicorn one.
Oh my God.
On one of the posts. And I'm like, that's our unicorn. That's a sign we need to go on vacation.
Yes.
An outing, but
most a little unicorn little ride. A couple years back, I think, or even maybe it was last year, a little girl, I don't you have to always be careful. It was from Greece. The parents put her on that unicorn thing, but there was that big one, and she was out in the ocean. So the Coast Guards had to go get her. And she was all calm, like wobbling back and forth in the unicorn. And I was like, you see? Like, they should have put those parents in jail. You don't put kids in a unicorn and let them float to the
I
other.
know. Ay, bien, estamos todas jodidas.
I know. Got my flow
I'm
names.
staying away. I'm staying away. I'm staying in my little isolated house right here. No, it's not contagious, so don't be scared of me.
No.
And
No.
just not to make it worse, or I just stay home. I'll stay away from everybody.
Yeah, I stay home to June 10th. I just wanted to go down.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Talking about swimming and stuff, my nose feels like I'm underwater.
Isn't that crazy? And look at that. We both dressed in pink today. Wapa.
I know. We didn't send out the memo. I got this shirt because now they have like a lot of dresses, like hoodies, but they're long dresses, and you can wear them cute.
Oh yeah.
With some gym shoes. But that our biggest thing was this weekend as well was our Crocs. How's your Crocs?
I should have worn them. My Crocs are amazing. I never owned a pair of Crocs because I was kind of found them like big in the front and like, and then you were so kind enough to give me some Adidas Crocs. And because you said, I don't have it. You don't have any for the pool. I was like, nope. And I used them to clean on Saturday. I mean, like I had them on all day and Friday. And they're like the most comfortable thing. I'm like, why didn't I ever buy these before?
Yeah.
They're like amazing.
And they've been around for a long time.
I know.
But what happened with me was that I got to work to Ponce, and my daughter works with me as well. And she left her Crocs. I'm like, ay Dios, esos zapatos tan feo and whatever. But I had my sandals. So I said, oh, now what am I going to wear? I left the shoes in the car. And anyway, long story short, I put on her Crocs. I never took them off. She gifted them to me. She goes, Mom, you could keep them. I have other colors. And I'm like, oh my God, what? It was like an moment of getting Crocs. Now I got my house Crocs, my Ponce Crocs, and we're going to be Crocs away. And so then I signed mine too.
You signed yours? Okay, so I have to do that too. I can't wait for us to kind of hang together and I get to sign or wear Crocs together. It's like,
yeah, we got to get the little snaps on there. There's like a cup of wine. I got a dice. I got my letter M. And I got a Wonder Woman symbol.
Wow.
Yeah, so you could decorate them, but at the same time, they're so comfortable. They're ugly, but they're comfortable. Just to run an errand, you throw them on and let's go.
If they were not popular, people would not be buying them. If they were not comfortable, people would not be buying them. And so people love Crocs because I go to the mall, they only have a Crocs store.
But right? You know what? The thing is that now that I tried them on, that's a trend now. I'm like, I tell everybody, like I got you on them. I'm like, no, you need to feel these shoes. They're ugly, but they're so comfortable. And right, they're not slippery at all.
Mm-hmm.
I told you.
I was like, I put them on. I was like, look, I got my little Crocs.
They're gonna say, oh, they're so ugly, but I mean, you'll be like, try them on. Did Esteban say anything to you?
Oh no, Esteban's not home, so no, he'll see him soon. But my husband liked them. My husband liked them, and
for Christmas, everybody gets Crocs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're on the how you call it, pricey side too.
Like the Uggs, right?
Yeah, I was like, what? But they're worth it. They're worth it.
I remember the first time I bought Uggs, I was like, it was painful because they were so expensive. And I was like, after I got them, I was like, why didn't I buy these 5 years ago? My feet were freezing out there in the winter. And then I get the Uggs, my feet are nice and warm now. And I'm like, all right, let's go skiing,
Yeah, no, those I purchased the same pair twice already
Of
because I
Uggs?
love them so much. I just love the, the medium height ones and
Okay.
just regular Uggs. And se me dañaron, se me pusieron bien fea. It was like a point of no return. So I had to return to the store and get a new pair.
I think I'm due for a new one because
Yeah.
they're not feeling as warm anymore, which is telling me that they're whatever the inside is probably gone or no bueno anymore. And my feet were a little cold this year. And I was like, time for a new pair.
Yeah. No, the shoe will tell you that's what happened with me. Pero yo no sé qué me pasa a mí. Look, I'm getting congested again. Dios mío. I'm like, I don't have no tissue, but I would take care of myself and I would stay here and stay hydrated and keep blowing the nose. So I'll be out in the street as soon as this clears up.
You can
Enjoy
still
the
go out.
weather.
You got to put the air on your car. You got to just stay where there's air. Air.
The thing is that the weather it's crazy. I believe that I caught this cold was because I was in the theater and it was, with the air on. And you know that in the evening on Saturday, yes, it didn't subside that heat. That heat was
No.
hot. So de ese frío a ese calor, I think the transitions of that. And ni ahora está llovinando.
I know. See, I didn't go outside at all on Saturday, at
Mm.
all, because I was running from my allergies, so I didn't want to get sick. But then I went out yesterday, which was a little bit, I don't know if it was warmer or not, because I didn't go out Saturday. And you're right, because today was supposed to be a pool day, and it's raining, and it's only 78.
Viste, there goes our pool day. But anyway, con esta runny nose, con it's crazy. That's how the people get sick, and then now what are we're gonna be like, oh, it's a cold, but ya COVID se fue, so it's not COVID, it's just, the temperature change. So don't be afraid of me.
And they'll be like, are you okay? Are you okay? Because there are people out there still worried about that stuff. So,
And there's
but I was
something
just cleaning, and I I realized that I had brought like 10 Mother's Day cards to send out. 10. And I didn't send out like one because I completely forgot about them. So now I have 10 Mother's Day cards for next year.
Well, you know what it is. So it's the thought that counts. So, I'm very grateful that you were going to send me a card.
Well, you're the only one that knows that I was going to send you one because the other 9 people didn't know that.
It's the thought that counts.
In my mind, I guess, right? Or should I call everybody and say, hey, listen, I bought you Mother's Day card, but I never sent it. So, I was thinking of you.
You're a great mom.
You're a great mom for sure. We got Father's Day coming around.
Send them now. It's better late than never.
No way. No way. I'll send them for next year. I don't have to go buy any. Because now I have to go buy Father's Day's cards, start getting those out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What do you normally do for Father's Day?
Me? I celebrate my mom.
That's right. That's a great way of doing it. It's a free day for me because because hubby goes with his daughters. They normally every year they have a tradition of going to the Puerto Rican parade, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. So I kind of get a free day myself. I like that. I might break breakfast or gift, but then he goes and then it's like, hello.
Yeah, we remember when was it a couple years ago that you came to Ponce and you helped out on Father's Day? Was it Father's Day weekend? Right? You want to help out this year?
No. You know what was my biggest scare doing that? Was that I felt like I was going to fall. Like I was going to fall, slip on the floor and fall. I don't know how waitresses or waiters do that. I mean, maybe there's their shoes that they wear, and I wore gym shoes thinking that was going to protect me. But when I was sliding a little bit here and a little bit there, and then people were asking me questions I couldn't answer, and I was like, I'm done. I quit, Marisel.
Well, you know what? Maybe you could put on your Crocs and there's no slipping. We could try it one more time.
No.
Nope.
Me no. I support you any other way, but I'm not going to be. I don't even know what role I was playing that day, but I was just all over.
That's how we are at Ponce, all over the place. It's
Yeah.
just crazy. But it's repetition, that's why um my employee Flex, he's just been such a trooper and such a leader
Yeah.
in the dining area that, I was like, you know what, that's why I did that gift for him, because, you have to appreciate what they do for you,
Mm-hmm.
coming through. And I feel like, when you're doing a job and it's, I know he knows he's doing a good job. So I need to recognize that and
Yeah.
applaud him. And not only him, they all do, they all come through. But sometimes one outshines the other. And right now he's a shining star.
You should make a little board, MVP of the month.
Well, what I usually do is I'll come like let's say last week sometime, because I love hot dogs. I
Mm.
love hot dogs. So I go to Jimmy's Hot Dogs and I'm like, can I get 12 hot dogs? And then the guy goes, you're really hungry. I'm taking it for my employees. So just out of the blue, I'll buy them food or something different. You know, the I'll buy bottles of wine now that I
Nice.
have a favorite. I'm always, doing something for them to let them know that they are appreciated, because
Mm-hmm.
we're a family. We're more at Ponce than we are at our homes.
Right. Think about it. We are.
Mhm.
If you really add up those hours, we definitely we are. And
And
that's
they
great. We have to always, sometimes we get so wrapped up with things that we forget,
Mhm.
right? Like who helps us become successful or who has our back.
Yeah.
And if you look around you now, like I don't think employees they're interested so much in money anymore. They just want to be recognized. They want to be part of a culture. And
Hmm.
money is important, don't get me wrong, and stuff like that. But some just want flexibility. And
Yeah.
if you can provide any of that and then just recognize them for sort of the good work that they do,
Hmm.
that's it's a great thing to do. A really great thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. That's why I always and you could just ask them, and they just, those little things mean more than giving them a bonus check, which they'll appreciate that. But don't get no ideas. You ain't getting no bonus check. But just the little things, um, just to recognize them. I love it when, they receive it, and I give it with so much love that they know I love them. I love my Ponce family. Thank you.
Ponce Ponce.
Yeah.
Well, it is time for us to leave for the, and say goodbye to our wonderful fans that continue to show their support for us.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. And that comes to the conclusion of entonces.
And don't say go out there and do
Entonces,
something out of your comfort zone. Be a legend. Go out
yes.
there and conquer it. I will let you know when I decide to die, but you can do something and you can start now.
Yes, most definitely. And we're going to do something. Entonces, con eso being said, let's go. Be well, be nice, and give somebody something just because it makes a
Seriously?
difference. Seriously, queen.
Bye.